Hello, my name is Miguel Flores, and I'm going to be reading you a book today. This is one of my favorites as a kid, and I hope you guys like it too. It's called Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. This book is about a little boy named Max. He likes to get into a lot of trouble, and you'll see what types of things he gets up to in the book. But I say we just get into it and just have fun with it. All right? Okay. Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. See what he's doing? And another. Do you see what he's doing there? Yeah, he's causing a lot of trouble there. What is he doing with that dog? Looks like he's chasing it, isn't it? Can you see what he's chasing it with? Yeah, he's chasing it with the fork. I don't know why you would chase a dog with the fork. Do you think he just likes to chase dogs with forks, or do you think he just wants to cause trouble? Hmm. Well, let's see what else he does. His mother called him a wild thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to his bed without anything to eat. Wow. I guess that made him pretty mad too. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Look at that. All the trees coming in and grew. Now there's little bushes there too. Do you see that? And grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. That doesn't even look like a room anymore, huh? That just looks like the wilderness. Weird. And, uh, and an ocean tumbled by with the private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. Now I actually found one of Max's little boats. You see? Even has a little name on there. This took me a bit to find, but it was nice to find it. Man, in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Now, isn't that a wild thing there, huh? It looks like a dragon with horns, maybe some feathers too. What is that? And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Now, let's take a second to look at one of these guys. Let's look at this big guy right there. Hmm? What does he have? You know what I see? I see that he has horns like this little goat right here. See those horns poking out? What else does he have? What about his legs? Those look like scales, huh? What else has scales? Do you know? I think lizards could have scales, right? Something else that have scales is fish. Maybe there are fish scales right there too. But what about his head? It's covered with fur, huh? Now, what else is covered with fur around their head? Better yet, you see those little paws right there with claws? What else has paws and claws like that? That's right, lions. Lions, goats, and fish. These are weird creatures, huh? No wonder they call them wild things. So Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. That's kind of brave, huh? And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Look at that. He tamed them all and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, the wild rumpus will start. Now, what does a king usually have? That's right, the crown. You see my crown right now? It's not the same as his. All right. What is the wild rumpus, by the way? Well, they're howling at the moon. Look at all them. They are having a lot of fun, huh? They're swinging off trees. And they're just having a lot of fun together. Like a big family, but it's more fur and less love, I guess. I don't know. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper, just like he did. And Max said, and Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Where do you think he wanted to be? Hmm? I don't know. Then, all around from far away, across the world, he smelled something good to eat. And so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and sailed away and waved goodbye. It sails back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day and into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. It was right there on that table, you see. And it was still hot. Max, as a kid, he was pretty wild, right? He was pretty angry, but maybe it was because of his anger that he wanted to get away from everything. He wanted to go to where the wild things are, to let it all out, to have fun being wild. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that being wild is not that good when you do it all the time, and that you need to relax and know that people love you and people really care about you and want you to do your best. It might make you upset, it might make you want to be wild, but they just want what's best for you. Thank you for reading with me. My name is Miguel, and it was a pleasure reading to you today. Please take care.